So I got a DM and somebody was like, dude, I'm tired of watching 10 of your videos. Can you make one video that explains everything how to start? I got you. Roll the credits. What is up, my legends? Scion. We're back. We're going to be doing the ultimate starter guide today. I'm in 3 different discords, and all 3 discords ask me questions, multiple questions. So I've been writing down all of these questions and giving you guys, I'm going to be giving you guys basically my tips for starting in the game. Now, I have to be honest, I've only gotten up to rank 38, have a level 38 as my team. I haven't been any higher than that. You might hear my son yelling because he's playing Fortnite or Apex, one of the two, and he's been getting like top 5s and 1s all day, so I'm very proud of him on that. But that aside, I've actually played this game with an account 5 times. I was in Japan the first time. You guys remember 7 months ago, you guys yelled at me, told me, hey bro, you gotta go to the Asia server. The Asia server is where it's at. So I was like, okay, fine. I was reluctant, but if you notice in the Brown Dust videos, if you go back far enough on my channel, you'll see that I was on the Japanese server, and then everybody was like, get off that server, go to the Asia server. So I went to the Asia server, but then I got a summer roll where I figured out that the characters I had sucked, so I restarted again, which was the 3rd time. So that's the account that got to level 38. I kind of abandoned that account for this account right here. But the 4th time that I started over was the reroll that you guys saw last week when I was kind of prepping you to the reroll fast and how to start fast. And then now we have the 5th one, which is this account. Now I've actually rerolled this account a couple of times. It took me up to 8 times to actually get Lillian and Viana. And I didn't do anything else after that because there's really no reason to it. I'm going to explain to you why. Now, the very first thing that I'm going to show you guys is, or tell you, is re-roll, which is number 1. Re-roll to your satisfaction. You can re-roll really easy in this game. I already explained that. I'm not going to do it again, but you can re-roll really easy in this game. It takes you 3 minutes per time to actually do it. And what a lot of people are actually doing right now, and this is actually a good timing for that, is a lot of people are kind of being a little bit greedy. They are playing the game up until like stage 5 or 6 and getting up to 1800 currency so they can turn around and buy 3 legend scrolls and then try to summon on the legend scrolls and hopefully get a legend. Now, a legend is not mandatory in this game. Let me put that out there for you guys. It's not mandatory. It's very good, very lucrative to actually have one. It's pretty much a luxury, but it's not mandatory. It's just kind of like, hey, you know, you got a legend. Hey, look at me, I'm cool. But there's a catch to that, and I'm going to explain to you about the catch a little bit later. But that's what people are doing. You can or you can't do that. If you want to do that, you can also automate it. I'm not going to tell you how to do that because that is against terms of service to tell you how to do that. And if you see any video on that, they shouldn't have that on YouTube because they'll probably get themselves or their channel banned because that's in the term of service, not to teach people how to do that stuff. But it's automated. That's all I'm going to say. Number 3, which we talked about number 2, which was the legend summon. But number 3 is there's a choke point in gearing. Now, the choke point starts like around 3. You can actually play to the point where you don't even really have to do anything up until chapter 3 or campaign 3. And what you should basically do from there all right, let's see if I can find it here. 2, 3. At about here is right around where the game starts to say, okay, you need to start gearing up your team. From here, what you should do is you start worrying about going to get your crystals, or your runes, rather. I'm sorry, start your runes, because the runes should be open by now. Start putting like minimum runes on your gear, or on your characters, as I should say. And what you should also do is you should start doing this. So you would go in and do this. Like you can alter this for as many times as you want. So let's just say 1, 2, 3, do 30. Do 30 and just let your team level up to a point. You're gonna be early, depending on what you did with your reroll summons. You might have 4 and 5 stars. Be careful of having too many. We're gonna talk about that in a second. And just level up your team. Then that makes sure that you just go through content and just keep 3-starring, 3-starring, 3-starring. Your team will be perfectly fine as long as you are properly putting them in order and properly using them in the right order. And you can keep doing that, and to the point, me personally, what I have done in this game, and it has not failed me yet, going all the way up until where I was level 38, is the minute that I lost the star, I turned around and started gearing something. So if somehow I didn't complete a star, didn't kill stuff fast, I'll say, okay, you know, it's time for me to actually go and figure out something to make a character stronger or something like that, or figure out the reason why that this star happened. And I keep doing that process over and over again, and you just keep 3-starring like everything. As soon as you do, like, you don't even really have to worry about going back, because you just stop at that point. Oh, I lost a star, time to gear. Time to level up a little bit more. Just keep doing that process over and over again. There won't be anything to really bother you, stop you. And the process of doing that leads you to number 4, I believe, which is unlocking content. Now, unlocking content is basically from leveling, and you should be doing that already if you were actually doing number 3, which is choke point and gearing. That'll allow you to actually go, and you're going to see there's going to be plenty of areas in this game that are going to say things like this. Now you see, like right here with World Boss, clear campaign, part 1510, and you start getting the World Boss. You can join together with others and start doing team stuff and stuff like that, which I'm actually very close to actually doing. I think I'm on 14 right now, but actually I lost a star on 14. I think I lost 2. Let's see here. I don't want to be disgenuine. Yeah, I lost 2 right here. So this is where I stopped and started getting gear. But I'm like really like right here with these. And then I lost another star, and I was like, bro, okay, time to go back and start gearing a little bit more. And then once I get to right here with this boss, then I can start doing the world stuff. But no, this is just basically the process. Like this, I don't want to just tell you something that I'm not doing myself right now. And that's pretty much how I'm going with that. All right, so what are we up to? Let's see, this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep all your characters. Now, I know in certain games, a lot of people feel that, you know, you can get rid of stuff sometimes. In certain games, I feel like that. But in this game, not so much. You don't want to do that. You want to keep all your characters. You see I have locks on stuff like this, even the 3s down here. I have locks on that, and then keeping all these characters. And the reason why you want to keep all those characters is if you go into your book right here, if you start looking around right here, I don't think I have any new ones right now, but when you click on these guys, you see this growth right here. You see that you get rewards. I showed you this in a previous video, but as you start to gear and awaken, and you see reach max 6 and all this type of stuff, you get currency achievements for all of this. So you might as well just keep all these characters, because there is a such thing as a mercenary arena too for your low level characters. So you want to keep all your low level stuff too. At least keep 1 of every character, even if you're going to get rid of the rest of them and skill up the characters that you now want to actually use. Go in there, knock it out, and you'll be fine. All right, so that leads me to the next thing, which is you can't support a bunch of 5-star characters. Now, I know a lot of people like to reroll and go crazy with it. If you are free to play to casual, and casual means that you spend a little bit of money on this game, you cannot run around with 8 5-stars. There is no way that you're going to be able to upgrade those 8 5-stars, because the resources for those particular characters is all higher than 3 and 4 stars. Now it looks good, looks cool and stuff like that, but you're gonna have to use the 3 and 4-star characters, and a lot of them are very good. Like Maya, like matter of fact, I'm gonna show you them right now. Viola, very good. Maya, Grace, Renee, Julie, Brignette, Maria, Dr. Morgan, Octavia, like all these characters right here that I'm rattling off right now are all good characters that you can bring in. Most 4-star characters are actually pretty solid, that you can actually use them for a little while until you actually replace them out. My suggestion with the 5 stars is have 4 5-stars that are genuine 5-stars, not stuff that you made. Because my Viola right here, my Unarang, they're both characters I made 5-stars. My original 5-stars were Lily and Vermont, because I knew I didn't have in this game a bunch of resources to upgrade all these characters. Both my Lily and my Vermont are about to be upgraded and awakened right now. They're going to go to 5-star to 6, and I'm going to put Vermont to 5-star to 6, and then awaken both of them, which is not going to leave me much resources for anything else. except for if characters are of a lower power. And that's the problem when it comes to actually doing this. So it looks good on paper to actually have a bunch of 5 stars, but there's no way that you can actually support it unless you actually are going to spend a lot on this game. Now, you can actually grind up and use 5 stars over the course of time, and that's fine if you want to actually go in and, like, let's say if you got lucky and got like 5 stars in your reroll in the beginning, which is great. That I'm not trying to deter you from that, but I'm just going to be honest with you that this game is, you do not have enough resources to support all those 5-star characters in the beginning of this game. It's not very good like that. So maybe level 30 or something like that is going to be a little while. You're going to struggle in PvP and you're going to struggle in content because it's going to get to a point where stuff starts hitting you hard and starts beating you up. And your characters are not going to be able to hold up for it, especially if you're leveling too fast. Like if you're going slow, then you might be a little bit fine and maybe able to build up resources over the course of time and, you know, stuff like that, because they give us a lot of free stuff in this right now, way more than I believe in Asia. I could be wrong, but we getting a lot of free stuff in global, and I'm not complaining. So is what it is. Just keep that in mind, though, that you want to give yourself a little bit of a balance and a little bit of a chance. Just, you know, use those 3 and 4 stars a little bit to boost yourself and get them awakened, and, you know, use some resources. They're easier to actually level up and stuff like that. Just keep that in mind, that to balance yourself a little bit. All right, next up, take advantage of auto. Now, the auto in this game is awesome. Now, I'm going to show you a trick about the auto in this game. Let's say we go into challenge right here. And let's say you want to farm out Rune Temple. I already showed you this guys in the previous video, so I'm not going to explain this. But say I want to go mess with Assault. Now, I've done Assault enough right here, so I can go right here. We don't want to use all of that right there. Let's say we just want to use 30. So we're going to hit OK. And we're going to hit auto battle. And we hit OK. Now you're going to notice right there, just because I've done it already, there's 2 tricks to this. Now you see it say repeat right there on challenge. It's now autoing without us right now. So if you go in, you see it right there. It's going to do those 30 times. It's auto on without us. We have all of our currency right now to go do whatever the hell we want to do. We want to go into PvP, we can go PvP. It's still going to be going right there without us. We still have our stamina, our horseshoes. Make sure you don't use all your horseshoes, especially if you want to continue your campaigning, because then you won't be able to continue the campaign because you used all your horseshoes in the auto. But you can leave that on auto and still continue to play the game and double EXP. That shit is awesome. I haven't seen many games do stuff like this. Matter of fact, only seen one game do this, and it hasn't been for a very long time. For those of you who remember Pocky Ninja, you were able to do this, but that was 10 years ago. I haven't seen the game do that since. So good on Brown Dust for that. If there's another game that does something like this, let me know, because I haven't seen it. The next thing that we have up is manage your currency and don't oversummon. Now, what I mean by that is, if you got a good start and you have good 5 stars already, what you should probably do is save your currency for the legend summon, because the legend summon, for what we see right now, it gives you 3 tries at it every week. So if you should at least save 1,800, which is not hard, going through just a normal storyline and doing all the things that you can do in this game. I'm going to show you a few more things where you get currency from. That's not hard. So you can essentially just put aside 1,800 for the week just to make sure that you go after your legend summons. And that's why I was kind of saying that, you know, going that crazy for, thank you for that, going that crazy for like the legends in the beginning is all fine and good, but you probably eventually get them anyway over the course of time, because you can just, you know, save up 1,800 in a week and then just do it. It'll be just fine. Now, I don't know if it will be that easy to get currency after, like I said, I've only been up to 38. I don't know what happens after that, but it can't be that hard to get 1,800, because you get you get currency from PvP, and you get currency from guild battle, you get currency from actually doing other things in the game. So it can't be that hard to actually do that. And on top of that, you can self-sustain yourself and use normal summons and start getting these silver characters down here to actually fuel ranking up all your characters right here. So at the point, you can essentially have these 3 and 4 star characters all be +9 relatively easy over the course of time because you're just using all the dupes and plussing all of them until eventually that you'll just have dupes and you won't need them anymore. So then you can turn around and start using them as fodder for other stuff, and you can freely do that as long as you don't over summon. And basically over summoning means is that you're using all your currency too fast. And I'm going to explain again why that's detrimental. All right, so the next thing that I wanted to show you guys is that pretty much everything in this game is purchasable and freely purchasable. So we go into the normal shop. You see right here, I have plenty of coin and stuff like this, and most of the stuff was all built and gotten from doing various things in the game and buying various things in the game. So if we go to this, just to go here, let's see here, I'll give you an example of stuff. Here's one. So say I just wanted to go in and use currency. Now I just actually use currency because I wanted to prep it a little bit for you guys to show you what I did. But if I wanted to actually go in for like this and use my currency that I had originally before, I could just go and get honor points, get gold, get the horseshoes. Like this is 4,000 horseshoes right here. That's 4,000 stamina that you can use to actually level or do whatever the hell you want to do. Gold and then honor points that you can use to buy the other things. If I wanted to get this Octavia's costume, I can cop that. 2,000 for that, and you get Candy Bomb Octavia. Premium scrolls, gold again, 2,000 horseshoes, which is kind of like, I don't like Octavia, but yeah. You go a little bit further, I believe it's this one. If you get free stuff right here, you don't have to actually purchase anything, but this is just stuff that you get for clearing stuff in a day. This is the day 4 on mercenary rank up. When I level a rank, I'm level a mercenary, I can knock all this out. I've done most of all that. Again, right here, this one is the one that I actually just bought because I want to actually awaken my Vermont, because I actually like him as a tank. A lot of people don't, but I like him as a tank, and I went ahead and got that. This is freely gotten in game. It's very easy to get this type of currency. I'm going to show you a little bit how to do that. You have these lower awakenings, like, you know, for your 4-star mercenaries. If you want to awaken your 4-star mercenaries, remember I told you guys earlier that it's actually easier to awaken and use your 3 and 4-star characters, and this is what I was talking about. It's only 300. 300 ain't shit, guys. Like that's easy. And these 3 and 4-star characters start being really badass, like really badass before the 5-star characters. It's actually a little bit more expensive to do it with the 5 stars, as you can see right here. So if you imagine if you had 5 5-stars, or if you had 8, you're gonna do this, like you're gonna do 8 times 900 to 7,200. That's actually a little bit expensive to kind of do that. So you see where I'm coming from with this. Like, it's not necessarily that great to have that many 5 stars because you can't awaken all of them. That's crazy. And then on top of that, they need to be 6-star to actually awaken. To further show you what I was talking about before, about how costly it is to do, like, to have multiple 5 stars, especially if you're not paying for the game. Now, I already got the items, and as you can see right here, you actually need to rank this character up to 6 to actually awaken this character, which I have no problem doing, and I'm actually working on that right now, and I just want to get that particular item to show you guys in the video. But this is how costly it is. So I need to get 5 stars, basically. I need to get 5 5-stars to rank up this character, as you can see right here. 5 of them, which I don't have right now because I haven't been using my 5 stars for that, and I haven't been using my 4 stars for that. I've been just, you know, keeping all my characters. Now I can build them up, that's no problem, but I'm just wanting to warn you guys, like, you know, if you think that it's going to be that easy to maintain that, it's not. In hindsight, which is the reason why I said you should probably have like 3 or 4 and then have the rest be, you know, 3 or 4 stars, because it's actually really easy to actually go on Awaken. You see, I already have enough right now because the game has already given us enough to actually awaken these characters. Like, we basically got it for free either yesterday or today, these particular items. You see, I have so much now that I'm well over right now that I can awaken her right now, which we're just going to go ahead and do it. Alright, she got even more Bay on us, and then we got her awakening skill already. Alright, so now she's awakened, purple 5-star. Boom. Good to go. And I don't even have my Lillian like that because, of course, she needs to be 6-star to actually be awakened. And then I also need the same type of items. So that's a little bit of a tip for you guys. And the reason why I say it's not necessarily that good to have that many 5-stars early, unless you're paying. If you're paying and you got summons out the ass, and you get a whole bunch of 5-stars, do you? You're fine. You're fine if you got a whole bunch of summons to just do that. Me personally, bro, I ain't got enough. All right, the next thing I want to talk about is taking advantage of the days. Now, I believe that's in missions. Yes. All right, so during the week, we have different days that we can actually do stuff where you actually get more rewards depending on what day it is. So you see, we have a day of world bosses, we have a day of novice arena, we have a day of co-op, we have a day of Mystic Island, a day of campaign, a day of Rune Temple, and a day of arena, which today is the day of arena, which means you get more rewards for actually doing arena. Yesterday was day of Rune Temple, so I literally used like all my horseshoes on Rune Temple and just was banking it in. The day of the campaign was the first day that we actually got to start playing the game, so I was banking in on day of the campaign. That was super lucrative. You got so much crap from that. Like, that's literally the day that you want to be doing stuff like that. And tomorrow is day of world bosses, so hopefully I'll be far enough in rank to actually take on the world bosses like that too. Because I already got co-op raid, so that is what it is. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean that you skip this stuff. Don't skip it. But you probably want to go hard on these particular things in those particular days because you get more rewards on that. So just keep that in mind. Also, next up, pay close attention to your runes. Now, runes are very important in this game because they are essentially your gear. And depending on what type of character that you have, you want to make sure that you have really good gear for those particular characters. Now, you see, I have 6-star runes, which I can't use those. Be in mind that there's certain packages in this game that you can purchase freely, like that with your currency. But if it's a 6-star quality, you can only put it on a 6-star character. You can't put it on a 5-star character. They have to be a 6-star. So I can't actually use this fatal rune right now, and I can't actually use this assault rune right now until I get 6-star characters to actually use on it. So when I get Lillian up to being a 6-star, then she's gonna put both of these particular runes on. I'm gonna be a happy mofo. But until that happens, this is gonna sit here. So if you have a tank, you're probably gonna want to go with some HP and some defense. So as you see right here, my Vermont, he has a shield rune right here, which I'm going to do better with because I don't like this 1-star shield rune, but it's a legend and it's pretty fine and it's all right. It's going to get out of here pretty soon though. And then I have a vital rune right here, which is a legend plus. It's a 4-star. It gives him 31 plus, HP. His HP is pretty high right now. It's 6,000. So I need to go and get a defense rune for him that's better than this legend rune right now. And then he'd be good to go with his defense. You can go full defense if you want. You can go full HP if you want. Some people go full HP, but I think I like the little bit of the mix and the balance. So do the same thing with certain characters. Now, certain characters are a little bit different. Like this character, Rune, she pretty much is a crit character, and she has a skill set that makes her crit automatically be like 100%. So what I did is I went for crit damage right here. So I have 52% extra crit damage and another rage rune right here, which I actually left for you guys so I can show you what happens. What you want to do is put this high and make sure that you have enough gold to be doing all this and try to make this. Oh wow, it's pretty easy, but you need to make sure that you got the coin to actually do it because it's not going to matter. And you see how much this is actually going up right now. All right, you're looking good right now. Maybe hurt my feelings how much coin I'm actually wasting right now, but in order to get this damage, you kind of need to do that. He's just gonna, you're gonna break my heart, right? Yep. So let's do that again. We probably don't need 20, but we'll do it anyway. All right, one more. That's 9K every time it does that. Boom. This is a rare. Of course, the higher the ranking, there we go. Done. Now, what you can do is, if you don't like, let's say I don't like these B's right here, which I don't, you can refine. And you see how much dust I have. So, it went back to a B. So let's try it again. Bruh. Oh, hello? Wow. I don't like that sound. Alright, so we got one S. So from here, you have to kind of like determine if you want to gamble and do something more with that. So we'll just leave that one S for right now. We got an S over here. And it's kind of like up to you with all your gear if you want to just keep going on and doing that. But keep in mind that you are draining your gold, as you can see right there. Now I'm down. I was at 1.4. I'm down to 1.2 now. Alright, so the next thing up is do all your quests. Now the quest, you can kind of ignore this if you don't pay attention to it, but I wouldn't suggest doing that because, as you can see, it gives you a lot of currency. So you see that this got more, and the reason why I didn't do this is because I wanted to actually show you guys. Like, that is a lot for free right there. Alright. And this is just basically me doing different things in the game and progressing along. Okay. Got some normal scrolls right there. Got more diamonds. And it wants me to use 10 normal scrolls now. And it's pretty much just teaching you how to play the game. So all we gotta do is do that. Hit the skip. And this is done just that fast. Alright. And we back getting stuff. Rank up a mercenary. So all we have to do with this is just go in and pick a mercenary, which is just automatically sending us right there. That's done. Takes us in. Now we get that. We get Slime Girl and some diamonds. We already cleared that part of the campaign, so we get that. We cleared that, so we just automatically get those and more coin. We cleared that one. Some account EXP and more diamonds. Check game guide. With the game guide, what you essentially all you have to do is just keep doing this. Just for a few seconds. Quest complete. Alright. All this free stuff you get. Definitely pay attention to this. This is what I was telling you before about, you know, getting currency back. Guys, remember I was down to like 1500 before? EXP. Level 25. Make sure that you're always paying attention and actually doing it until your limit. Now I think I'm at my limit now. Yep, I have to clear 15.5. And there you go. We got all the way up to 69. Nice number, 69. And we're up to 2,700. Mercenaries, I will actually use that right now. Because we were playing, and even when this video is over, I am going to still be going. One last thing, and I think we're going to wrap it here, is I want to change my illustration. Now, you see I have, actually two last things. To change it, all you have to really do is go here, and then you pick a character. So say I want to go to my other waifu. Where's my other waifu at? Oh, she doesn't have one. Alright, good enough. We go with this waifu. Definitely, because she is definitely my other waifu. I was looking for Viola, but she's not there. So the other thing that you want to do is you do not want to be the guy who's sitting up there with this dude as your main character, and you ain't used him since you started the game. He's like level 1, and what happens is that if you never hit main up here, it stays as Carlson. So when people look at you on the friends list, they see you with that level 1 character. You don't want to be that dude. So like I just make sure that, like, you know, like if I use Viola as the main, or let me go back to Lillian because she's it. So when people see me, that's what they're going to see in the friends list. They're going to see that. So that's all I got for you guys this video. I hope you understood it. I tried to keep it as analog as possible so you guys don't get a little bit too, like, don't get too lost with everything. And I still got that repeat going. I got to see how much goodies they gave me. And yeah, that's about it. So I hope you guys understood and just get a good gist in the game. Like I said, I'm being very honest. I've not gotten any higher than level or rank or level 38 in this game, so I can only advise you up until that point. That's how I got there. That's how I got there without any real fuss or fight or really struggling through anything. It's a super easy game to understand, and as long as you put the work in and the time, because time starts to kick in time wise, like literally around now, like level 25, it starts actually taking a while to level. And once you get to 30, you're not going to be going as fast as you were before. So you're going to have to start earning it at that point. Even though it's literally just auto shit all day, but you're still going to have to start earning it and start learning how to fight. You hear my son? I think he just got a top. I heard him while I was doing this video. He's like, we're top 3. And then he was like, oh, so he probably died. So, but I'm very proud of him because he's actually good at Fortnite. So that's a proud dad moment right there. Other than that, I will catch you guys next video. Check out all the links in the description. Again, the Potato Discord, shout out to those people. Come hang out with them. They have a very good Brown Dust community. Same thing with my Discord. We have a good Brown Dust community. So if you want to join both, come and holler at them. The links will be in the description for that. So catch you guys later. Peace and love everybody.